You're going to spend all of your frenzy bullets trying to break through that. So now that's the timing that the guard are aware of. This is the moment where they've got to be aware of a hookah push.
They waited out. 40 seconds. Blind coming into the back now. A lot of players in trouble here, but Jonah P gets the first one. Som falls. No one's really watching just that corner still. It's going to get traded. NRG trying to work their way through. Ethan. Another one quick little right click there. Now 2 players left standing. It's a 2v2. Trent at the back of the side. He's consistent. Ethan will fall. EU to flash will miss. Players are low. Could actually turn this around, but net. There's no time. And look at this player right here. Trent just holding it with the Spectre. Let's grab one. He's traded. 20 seconds left. Now the spike is finally going down. You're right, Josh. It feels a little bit awkward, honestly.
But the guard's final 2 players were over on B, so the very free spike plant. And NRG can get into some good post-plant situations as well. EU just making sure that there's nobody flanking towards market. Throws out that Prowler as well. Confirms there's nobody there. They should have a decent idea of where Jonah P and Valorant are coming from.
Double clear of this one. Player spotted. Jonah gets it. Has got the Vandal in hand, but time is running low. You can hear the ticking now. Starting to inject a bit of pace into the round because realizes going to be against him. And NRG, with the positioning that they've got set up here, EU and Tex playing complete opposite sides, but ready to swing off one another as soon as he tries to play out of this one. And there you go, the double swing, able to also push him away. Ended up using the Seekers a little bit before that one. 25 seconds left. Now NRG running out of time, and it's going to come down with a bit of heroics. Tex, he is delivering. 2 heads being found there. Easy shooting for him, and now just 2 players remaining for the guard to try and turn it back in their favor. They still want to try and tempt fate here. They get the pick. They turn it into just 3 players for NRG, still holding into lamps.
Last player standing.
Going on, the players are coming through, but look at this from EU.
Oh, wow.
Just hugging the side of the wall. He's going to be able to click that one as well. While NRG just burst through into elbow. There's the Rolling Thunder as well to clear through the rest of the site. Bit of a delayed response, but it doesn't catch up onto the 2 players who are in spawn. And Valen, he's worked his way through. They're not aware of this one right now. The flash is perfect for him. His setup, magical from Valen. 3 kills for him. The IG. What is the expectation for the guard? This jiggle, Tex.
It's just
you just don't expect that
position.
angle.
No.
That angle from Saya is just it's outlandish. Makes you question everything. But now the ult's committed. Nightfall scattered across. Along with the showstopper, yeah, it doesn't spot anyone. And this is the guard just playing to absorb all that aggression.
But that also means they're not going to expect Jonah P here in elbow. I mean, are they aware enough to know that there could be a player this close?
Yeah.
Hayes, very diligent and hot on the trigger.
Yeah, the Nightfall missed that one spot, so they had to clear that one out. Good kill for him, but Valen answers back now. Just the 2 players in NRG. They do have to spike down, but that double face, that's magnificent. All down to Hayes. There's not too much he can really do.
Garda bending like a willow and snapping back in their face.
Just trying to swing through. I mean, Hayes, was that supplemented with anything? Just trying to take the jewels. NRG feeling a little bit desperate potentially in this round. They've lost so many players. Spike is dropped right in front of the teleport. Opportunity for Tex though to do some damage, and there you go. Okay, Prowler. What's other player? Quick little tap. 1, 2, he's found 3! You've got to be joking. 5 bullets left. Taking it anyway. That is just way too clean, man. Ice cold from Tex. And hookah.
This push looks so bold, but once again, Hayes might get caught.
I mean, they're just clearing the wrong angles. They're holding the wrong angles. Not expecting that one. Trent, though, still now. He's trapped, though. How is he hitting these shots? How on earth does he get a spray down? Have got to be joking.
That's just back-to-back.
4 kills, round's over.
Back-to-back bonkers rounds from 2 different people.
Elbow's being held by Tex with that tour de force. This could be dangerous if they try to fight it to flash through as well. Prowler, I think, just dimmed the vision of one of the players who was just trying to anchor on the side. So the guard are losing control of this one. But yeah, you're right, Josh. Not a lot of time. 11 seconds. They're still tapping it, trying to force out these ultimates. Side player around the back, the showstopper against the back wall. Ethan's removed. EU manages to get the plant down, but he's got into market.
Saya player is trying to push short and get a timing here. He knows the trademark is there. Oh, and a good jiggle by Som. Spots his position.
He's going to survive. Trent moves into the smoke that was placed down, and now he's got the timing still. EU, he gets it. One little trade from Saito, skipping a hop, oh my word! And the aim, well, it was good for 2. Hayes, though. Now he's left in a 1v2. Player at triple, swinging through, just has to stick it, but
initially to deal with.
They're just Slowly taking the space, contacting, playing it all the way through. The bullets ringing true. Sire player though. There's 2 for him. They are just going to be trying to take it with the raw numbers. What a rapid round. That angle. Oh my goodness, the bullet tag, and now the nade. It bounces back. What did that come off?
Oh no, that was a counter nade.
The counter nade.
It looked like it just bounced off the wall.
I'm getting absolutely trolled, man. Hard trolled. I was like, what did that even bounce off?
But it was a really good nade from Som. And again, NRG just doing the same kind of stuff that they did in the pistol round, and the guard are not ready for it. Who does that twice?
Yeah.
Now, in a 5v3 with a great opportunity of getting straight back into the game.
And when you're playing against plays like that, there's nothing more frustrating when you're a team and you're trying to, like, guys, let's play smart, let's play intelligent. And sometimes it's the plays like this. Som just holding a slide up angle. Trent, though, he's good for the 1. Turns to fire, Som taken out. Don't need to hold on to that. Lamb's control, what?
Wow.
Is that? That's spray control. Quite nice from Hayes.
These B players might choose to rotate.
The angle by Som. Oh, not quite enough there. Sire wants to swing through, where the rest of his players should start to scale deep into long B, and they're just losing these fights. Ethan, he takes the TP, wanders straight into net. Just the sheriff, but that's more than enough.
The communication just really off there. The rest of NRG calling for Ethan that it was, you know, a full commitment from the guard, when in fact they hadn't stepped past the line of scrimmage. They were just getting those kills from long range. And this is an anti-eco that NRG cannot afford.
You can't.
But it's the same kind of stuff that they were talking about previously. Again, against 100 Thieves, they won a single pistol and immediately threw it away the next round. I know that's not the exact same situation here. That hasn't occurred. But it's that anti-eco situation.
It's the rounds you should be winning.
Yeah, that NRG has struggled with a little bit.
30 seconds
Got to be
left.
clean. Hayes is still holding this deep position, up into the corner, he gets spotted out. Dangerous angle to hold here, especially when the play's returning! Holy! Let's see this angle not being taken. Valorant wants to hold it, but he doesn't know if he's crossed yet. Has no information, could have just contacted pass, could be anyway. You can see the uncertainty in the play. Oh my word!
What a shot from Valorant!
Space was gained. He must have heard Tex just running away. Still, it's a fast answer once more. NRG, they commit a ton into this one. Nightfall and that showstopper. Som is rewarded. Let's get the 1, but with the Viper's Pit, you need to make sure that they have showers control. Valen, he's not going to give that one up easily.
Rez coming through as well. Valen just dodging all of this breach utility. Ethan decides to take it back into his own hands. And the guard are just going to pivot. They realize that all of the players are here and they can get a free plant onto B. The Seekers as well, giving them that extra layer of confidence. Where are you going, Mr. Seeker?
He's doing tricks.
Nevertheless, they are going to be able to get this plant down. And it looks like EU is actually afraid that someone could still be around on lamps. He was still re-clearing the Viper's Pit there. Pabs didn't hear all 4 of the teleport sounds.
Looks like this play that's about to occur. Astral form from Hayes. Flash ready and waiting. What is going to be the impetus? There you go. It's the ultimate being used. And they swing. They were just ready. Taking Hookah away.
Yeah, and listen, while I'm talking about this, Tex actually has made a solo push all the way into B long. So now Octagon is going to be controlled even as NRG fall on the site.
Have to be aware of this one though. They're spamming it away, but they are up against the tour de force. The slow drop down. Net hugging the back wall, desperately just trying to basically hold on to this space. Luckily his teammates have got his back as well. They're making sure we're now Jules holding down the positions. They still have control of Hookah, but the spike is not down now. 50 seconds remaining, and Tex still control of this one avenue of escape for them. As long as he locks down long, they can't exactly TP to rotate. They are trapped in the site, essentially.
Tex is worried he's getting flanked. Jonah P is worried that he's getting flanked. Everyone's just a little cautious here.
Great face. Net is just consistent, man. That teleport, do they still want to commit into this one? The answer is yes. Sire player making moves right now with a satchel. He's trying to take the site right now. EU just spamming through, has to hold that smoke. I don't have a bit of run and gun. Needs to clear him out some way. 14 seconds left, and still the spike is not down. Runs round the corner. He's going to get killed, though. And it's dropped down. Only a couple seconds remaining. You have to find it, but it's being held. The angle, Tex, ready and waiting.
And there you finally see NRG
force the TP. Of a flash as well. Tex is currently just absolutely unable to play the game. Full blind. Didn't exactly know where he was being pressured from. The Aftershock is going to push away the plant now, and time is running low. 25 seconds, and it's a very fast play. Improvisation from NRG. The ultimates, the flashes, it's all committed. Rolling through the site. The spike is down and the players are cleaned up. NRG.
And he's going to get info for the rest of his team to rotate, so it's much better than just getting a single kill.
No way, man.
Down B.
He finds out where one of the players was. I mean, 2 players with the spray down there. That angle. I'm thinking the entire time, I'm like, he's a bit susceptible there, but no.
I mean, you're almost always going to catch the
seconds
back
left.
of somebody's head. Fountain not going to be an area that's hard cleared at that point in the round.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah.
And the guard are just dribbling back in. Great play. I mean, this is what I was really hoping that NRG would change and adapt. Again, the guard's composition without a chamber doesn't really default particularly well.
Under 1 health. Wallbang shot, some just catching him through the wall. Showstopper counterplay, trying to catch the players into market. Valorant wins it, 2 headshots. This could be it. This could be the map. They know where Som is. The nade is enough.
Down B.
Playing, they are just all faced up, all 4 of them,
30
making sure they don't
seconds
give
left.
away any free kills. Ethan's been lifted up, right onto the angle, but Netty clears it. Ridiculous
planted.
shots. What can he do against this now? Gives away his position and gets spotted out, just trying to bait another swing. He knows that there could be a player just playing around. Shoot, there's the 1, there's the 2nd. You have got to be joking. Trent now in the 1v1. A clutch situation. He's familiar with it. The text is far too clean, and now he's got the additional info. Swings round, a bit of a whiffage, but there we go.
Attackers
Trent.
win. 30
I
seconds
mean, this is
left.
punishable if they go fast. There we
They have
go.
a nade.
Fault line nade. The pole's still in the default position. The aftershock into the corner.
Doesn't quite catch.
No, side player safe and sound, but not from Som. Swings through. There's the frenzy in his hand. Let's get the 1, still the player holding high up into heaven. The flash now to try and clear into hell. The swings, are they going to be good enough for them?
One enemy
Looks like
remaining.
Hayes now just in the 1v1 against Jonah, but against the frenzy, there's not much you can do.
Hey,
They found my trap.
The roll swaps quite intriguing. Dew. I've got to win now on our text. He disrespects it, doesn't take the TP. Hayes is tagged up as well. That horn spotted him out. Still gets the 1 though. Has to get more on Plat. But Valen, the rest of his teammates, Spectre, look at that quick little jiggle of the movement. That is dominant. Just holds for but a moment. It's there. Pops out a dart so he doesn't get peaked from any unfortunate angle.
the
But
shock
now he
dart.
knows.
The shock dart.
No shot.
Net was incredibly weak. Only 50 health. Good timing from Sire to
the
fight
play
this
here?
flank. But they wanted the flash. They had a moment there. Jonah P wanted to flash to re-clear short. And they opted not to.
NRG not messing around whatsoever. The double satchel play already working their way in. Now Jonah.
Little piece that NRG have been missing. Hello, though. This could be very dangerous. Net's managed to work his
How's
way
he done
all the way
this?
through B, find a headshot as well there through the wall onto Ethan. And suddenly, he's causing enough distraction that the guard can slip through on A.
30 seconds
Instantly.
left.
The call from the guard is to make this contact play into the side, but they might just be walking right into Tex. Side player.
Too tight of an angle.
Yeah, way too tight, but incredible shot for Side to hit. I mean, if somebody was holding out with a rifle, he might have just been dead to right. Look, 3 health.
And they're still worried about Net's lurk.
They hit us run though, and they're going to see this lockdown being used.
Net's Killjoy ults have been getting destroyed by Aftershocks 10 times out of 10 in recent games. So all that does is give them information. Net is not lurking. NRG can fully commit to this retake, but the guard's positions are still so good.
Yep. Can they still hold it on though? Time's still running low.
Standing.
There's the nano swarm straight up into heaven. Hazed.
Aren't really that many player advantage situations here for the guard.
Counter fault line, Som up top. There's the rolling thunder. It does catch onto him. That was, in fact, his own teammates. Pushes through. It's all on Valen to try and catch the timing. And he's found a good one. But now it's imperative that he gets in there fast. Still,
But
the
there's only
spike is not
15
down.
seconds.
They've ran all the way back around. There's only 12 seconds left, Josh. It has to be a B hit. And
10
Valen needed to
seconds
find that one. This is going to be stopped in his tracks, surely. EU, he knows that they're
One
weak.
enemy
5 seconds
remaining.
left. Have to try and get the play.
Player could be and stayed around for a tad too long.
Losing that one player though. Nightfall drop down. That is okay. Bit of spam, I believe. What was that? Ethan playing up in heaven.
Yeah, through the wall.
The
I mean,
trail could see him.
yeah, there's a spam angle there that catches people all the way back, even as they're retreating. And you got to expect Trent to know that one. Sova player, of course he does.
Nade. That's a nice little rebound. That goes straight into hell. Sire
Wow.
player is playing a solo.
That's a really nice one, actually, from Som.
Yeah.
Now he has a boombot to be able to clear things out. That forces a nano swarm. So the first wave of utility to fend off the retake
Sees as well.
now
That's
has
grabbed
been
a player.
used.
And this is it now. NRG. Can they do it again? Can they get this retake online? They've been so good at it. The horn dropped straight down. That's a satchel stop to him. Trent, I'm pretty sure he was up in the air when he found that. Typically, it's been converting in their way.
And they would love to have a Sky Flash to pop out through that smoke, but it's just not available with their comp. They've got to go in there guns first.
Trails off to the side. Net, though, he's taking his timing and he's lurked through. This could be quite good for him. Killjoy all popped off. Valorant, now they know. Hazed, hanging back behind the plat. Is there any help for him? Cosmic Divide. Gonna push forwards. They want to take the fight, and they do it in style. Two of the players meeting. EU left. That is a shock dart. A lot of players weak, but not enough on the damage of Ned here. They are so low. In fact, they all lined up. EU holding this one angle, one quick tap. The spray transfer, 2 kills, 9 health, 5 bullets left, and now the haunt. It's dropped in front of him. It doesn't give him much to work with, not much room at all. But he's made it winnable. And Trent takes it down. He's cold in the clutch. Shut.
Yeah, easily. Someone's going to use it as the time to pop a showstopper. Side player up in the air gets plucked out of the sky.
Just trying to avoid it. But Ethan's got his back straight up onto heaven. The lineup is dangerous, but the kills, they start flowing through. Now NRG in control of this one with just Jonah left alive. Is there going to be that kind of face? Not quite, Tex.
It's a fast pivot over to the C side, and Net and Valorant to collect. Whoa, they just swing.
They hear the footsteps, and they disrespect it. Already a bit of a jiggle as well, so Valorant's going to get that info. And now knows that they're just committing all the way through. Okay, EU, but he was separated from the rest of his team. They take a ton of damage. They just try and disrespect. Oh my goodness, you just got it off. Valorant could hear the plant location. Just couldn't arm the star fast enough. Yet, the Aftershock is still doing damage.
That's wild. I mean, just obliterates EU. Takes things down to a 3v3. Flash turned. Yeah. And this double hold should be a little difficult.
Done through. Weapons aren't ideal for the guard, but it's certainly still winnable. Has to try and wait and anticipate this dropout from heaven, and they're still there. Sire player takes the perfect timing on top of it, running straight ahead. How does Jonah P get that? Ethan now left alone. Time running so low. He knows exactly where he is. Has to stick it now onto the have you.
He certainly doesn't have that, surely.
That. Oh my god.
Oh, that one was close. Oh, that was a little too close. Shoddy the buy is here for NRG. They're still going to go for it, and some finds the open. Some finds 2.
Yeah, that's a phantom moment. Can't really do that with a Vandal.
Just spraying in there. And Net decides to take matters into his own hands. He's having like a little 1v1 battle on the other side of the map against Tex.
Yeah, not going to lie, he's playing with some confidence.
He is,
It's been working out for them.
Yeah. Definitely there are times where Net just kind of sits passively on the Killjoy, doesn't do too much. But he has been pushing, getting info and kills for the team.
NRG should still be the ones favored at least. They have a 4v3. Som is so low, contacting up to the corner. Smoke to try and get him out, but Jonah P, that's a little bit off. He's caught just in the position of it. Alan notices his comfort zone. Just trying to anchor this one down, flicks across, but Ethan is there.
And despite the fact that the guard had such a massive economical advantage.
They're re-pushing this.
Wow.
Hold up.
This could actually be good for Net.
This could boom them. No way!
Maybe that wasn't a miss. Maybe that's some mad tech, but not one that I'm aware of. Hayes on the other side, though, does collect Net. Here comes the retake off the back of the Fade ultimate. They know where Ethan is. He is so pressured, but dodges the Rolling Thunder and gets a kill. Gets another.
There's no way. So much has been committed into this one. The guard cannot let it slip. It's a 2v3, pushing through Jonah P. What a flick. Straight onto the angle, but it is a 2v1. Utility pulled out. Valorant has to do some ridiculous stuff. Swinging through. It's a bit of running and gunning. Stunned, pushed out as the Aftershock. Tex wants to re-swing this, re-fighting this. Jonah, yeah, he got his ankles broken.
Sire Play has taken an aggressive angle in the midst of all of this fight.
No way. Has to get this, and he does. Swings down. There's not much time left remaining for them. The stun connects. Does Sire have anything to hide? Not quite. No smoke, no cloud burst to move around Trent. Spammable.
I don't think do they have it? I don't think they planted in time.
They didn't plant in time.
They couldn't even get the spike there in time. The guard got the read, though. 3 players over here towards the A side. Not particularly set up, though, for the defense.
I was going to say, how did they get in, though, with no smokes available to them? But the answer is like that. Tex moves forward. Valorant playing inside of his own smoke. And now he knows the players are ripping around the corner. He gets onto Som. One there. Ethan, you are joking, man. The wallbang shot onto Trent. He's taken out onto heaven. The plant is down, and it's all on this. The 1v1. Net to try and keep his team in the series. EU to carry it forwards into map number 3. Just tucked around into short. EU knows. He has to just play the time right now. The tap, waiting for it. No way has this been ready. Sees the positioning to spam! the reset on it. And their approach, but now with that lockdown placed,
Spike planted.
just gonna get the plant. Hunter's Fury as well, clearing it out. Tex still wants to hold the angle. I think they're anticipating, at least the guard, expecting them to, I think, respect the lockdown. Give up all of that space, and this is it. It's coming down to the wire for them. They have to come up with something massive. Tex is still there, though, locking it down. Operator in play, and they all fall eventually. But that C's primed. Ready and waiting. Gonna let it rip. There you go. It's gonna be catching onto all the players. In fact, it does tremendous amounts of work, a bit of damage. Softens up Valorant for the easy kill.
Yeah, that decay damage is fabulous and gives him a very free one.
The reposition, no net is going to be clearing that out. And now the players, the guard, with a difficult ass, they have to try and at least work their way into the site. Trent, the complete disrespect being shown, man. Classic in hand, even at the back.
Remaining.
Oh boy, now it's just down to that 2v1. Now the players are low. No heal available for Jonah. Used it prior. Tex decided to opt into it. He's got 6 headhunter bullets, but he knows he doesn't particularly need it, except it would be useful. Quick body shot onto Trent, that's all it would take.
Exactly. 2 shots and this round could be over. And Tex has been nasty.
So consistent, he didn't even need the headshot. He finds it anyway. It's time to shine. He lays down the fragment, so that's going to stop them just pushing through main. I'm trying to be taken. He's got a bit of a lineup, but that's okay. Running through.
Don't think you realized they were that far up heaven.
Yeah, he caught onto the head of one of the players. That's not quite enough. Do they anticipate that, Ethan?
Spike down.
Rapid
A.
shots. Nice little reset. Finding the cranium both times. Jonah left alone. 1v3.
I mean, even if it's not the trademark, the tour de force.
Yep, and he's got the angle. It's a miss! Oh my goodness, but still the crossfire there, and a slow field means no chance in hell. Enough time for the team to rotate. They had that read on lock, and NRG.
The fact that the Prowler is there indicates the op is not. So it's the go signal for the guard.
Lets it rip with the showstopper. It was a close knife, I think, forced him to use it early, and look at the spam! Just holding down mouse one, right in the smoke. Sees is gonna miss.
30 seconds
Opportunity,
left.
a window. Wall placed down. Bit of a diagonal approach to it. Now the double satchel, but EU is just absorbing the aggression once more. Playing right far back into the spawn. The guard not letting up on the pressure. They are hitting some shots. In fact, Trent is the one who has completely opened it.
And Tex is just the saddest
Planted.
as he walks up those stairs and sees a wall in front of him. I don't think Ethan's going to be in a position where he can... no, neither the position nor the timing working there.
Has money though, so he wants to try and take this one to 1v3.
40 seconds, and they are just sprinting through mid to A again.
And EU's got it covered once more.
It's the same situation. Sure, there's time left on the clock, but it's scattered. Headless chicken behavior from the guard.
Net. Patient. Walking in. Taking the space. Jonah P's got to get up with something here. Knows the second player set a spray. Tries to reset. Tries to work his way back.
But Ethan's too clean. They have got the spike plant down, though. And Net's ultimate, it could be a game changer. EU's ultimate, though, again, so good against the Viper's Pit. If he can get his Fade ult in position, he's got a Prowler left, too. There's just so many ways that you can find out where the Viper or the Astra are playing.
One enemy remaining.
And Valen tries to take a risk. Peeks through, now the knife falls. It's up to Net to try and push forwards and see if he can catch any of the players as they approach. You can see the guard just trying to work 2 avenues at once to try and get themselves into A. The rendezvous Tex was vulnerable a little bit there to a push. The Cosmic Divider would get them out of this one. Ethan tucked away into the corner. Tex, though, he wants to take the fight anyway. Still Sire player, he wins it out. Just walking forward for about a moment, holding it, but he realizes, okay, I got the spike, got to get this down so that my team can start playing at this one. The entirety of the guard playing on site here.
Everybody stuffed into the same kind of positions. There's Paranoia still available for Hayes.
Paranoia, nade, like
Paranoia through to elbow is going to catch Trent and Jonah P. They have a flash to try and fend it off.
They've got everything. Sees catches their player. There's Jonah. Has to just hold the angle, though. Operator in hand. He's paranoid up. He actually cannot see or hear a thing still. God, rifles. They find it. Up to Hayes. Straight behind Map. He's got the one. Can he get the second one? No. Trent just about gets it, but how close is...
Actually, the net's been put down. It's A heaven control. The Paranoia misses. They don't know where this is coming from.
They don't have anything. He just lets it rip again, but he doesn't get the value still. The players are falling anyway. Ethan now, bit of a solo play from him as he flashes through, but Sire play was too far around the corner. Wasn't caught out by, of course, just being contained.
NRG not finding particularly value from playing that heavy off-site situation.
Wait a second!
He's lighting people up. He's got the read.
No shot. So low and he holds it in the smoke. I cannot believe it.
It's an ace clutch for EU. It's the dog over towards A ramp. 3 bodies for
Push it
NRG.
through. Just going with pace. Going with pace once more. Paranoia on top of it. The kill goes through. Slow up. Jonah takes it. Denying that ramp control.
Look how deep Net is. Net's about to flank EU.
Yeah. Just going with, again, that pace and injection into it. Just try and take the timing away from them. Net does not win it out. Some finds the head in the end. EU with the angle. He knows. Presumably hearing the wall. And the jump up straight up onto it. With the Nightfall crossing the site. Only 2 players left standing. The decay slowly wearing off here onto the remaining members of the guard. Trent and Sire player left alone in this 2v4. But I don't think they're going to be handed as many opportunities to clutch this one out. Because NRG have just looked too well drilled. They've been looking too good in the action.
Times before they retreated, but maybe that's what Tex is up to over there in B main.
Look up a swing out. Utility in the hands of some of these players. But they do cover it. Enough bodies from NRG. The guns finding their marks. Now left down to this 3v3 side play looking for information. He is going to be eating a bullet. Drop down to 20.
NRG would love to make this one clean. Win the pistol, win the follow-up. You're looking great.
It's looking more than great. And the players have been caught a little bit off guard. Still Sire. Not a lot to work with. Not a lot of health. But now it's been left down to a 1v1. And how many times have we seen it end up like this?
Trent's been good for it across this series so far, but EU with his ridiculous 1v5 situation earlier on has got to be feeling good. Fired up.
The angle!
And he just can't land the shot. Oh. Trent, it's another 1v1 where he saves the guard.
Oh, looking at Sire now. This angle doesn't want to expose himself too much, but he just whips around the corner. Does a bit of damage. Tom down to 50 health. Now we see it at Nightfall. Splitting across the site.
Weird timing, though.
Catch onto anyone, and the players are not ready. They're trying to drag rotations, I think. Hey, he's caught. He's just trying to pull out some of that utility, some of the smokes to help his team.
Overheating a little bit there, I think, in terms of the IGLing, not finding the timing, too, in terms of pulling out his gun.
Now, Som holding, has the off angle. Has the satchel as well, knows the second player can't swing him, so that plant, it is going to go down.
It's
but
chaos.
he has to hold on to this position now. The guard still swinging, the double swing with the Spectres. To leap movement. Now down to the 2v2.
EU's getting flanked here. Was for a moment. Instead, finds the timing onto Valin. Drops down around, and EU has just been pinpoint accurate with the... Heard a little jump.
They're just holding. They're going to swing. Straight into it. Sire's there. There tries to be a return, but there's so many players fighting over that tooth and nail. It's EU who just about comes out on top. The war in B main. But he is left alone now with only 46 health. 2 players remaining from the guy. That was the 2 players who were just locking down A, making sure that there was nobody getting up to any mischief.
And they're going to play together. They're perfectly happy here to play some kind of retake situation. And in fact, EU's just going to walk straight into them. It's not like Ned or Trent are holding any aggressive positions here. But this would be an absurd one for EU to win.
Yeah, crosshair placement not quite. On a smoke goes up. A flash through. Are they going to try and work through? Yes, they're trying to make a bit of a counterplay, but Som is watching it once more.
It's awkward, and it's not good enough.
It's very awkward. 4 players left standing. Now they're just barreling through once more. Paranoia to cut off Valin from any sort of information. And yeah, swarmed from every perceivable act. Getting help from the rest of his team as well. He calls it. They know that they're fighting over this one now. The guard, though, they have to come out on top if they want any sort of chance.
And they have.
Flash going to get dodged, and now they still contact forwards. Trying to get the right timing. Som, he finds the head. That's now down to just 2. Nade, that's going to buy a bit of time. Plant starts to go down, and now, wait, avoids it. Goes back for just but a moment. Still, it might be found. Tex, he has to cover it. Som's got it. It's all just down to Net. A 1v2. This is the playoffs. This is it. He fends for the 1. The reposition from Tex is a magnificent. Enough to win it out. Enough to get that 13th round.